Hello you guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Rayon and today I want to talk about some news regarding Wuthering Waves which Kuro dropped today regarding the new weekly boss and the new echo set which we got some additional info on. I'm gonna make this a quick one. I just want to address these news, there are a few of them, and just give my quick feedback and thoughts on it. Also, this video is not sponsored, and please leave a like and sub, it really means the world to me. So let's dive right into it. What do we have here? Now, post-lament Anthropocene enemies fleur-de-lis. The otherworldly being that slumbers atop Avinolium, a prophecy bestowed upon the mortal realm by the divinity. Sure, whatever you say, bro. So first thing we can see is that fleur-de-lis is going to be the arrow attribute, which I think is pretty neat because they try to diversify, and it's going to be the first weekly boss with the arrow attribute, which is kind of nice in my opinion. But I mean, like, come on, that screenshot just looks horrible, but I'm not gonna dwell on that. Now, what do we have here? The fabricated maiden, a vessel forged by divine hands. Her birth was but a carefully orchestrated plot. Her life is but a marionette's dance upon the threads of fate. So yeah, we can see a little bit of a foreshadowing for the story right here. I think we can pretty much assume what's going to happen based on that. Anyway, we can see that, yeah, she's going to drop the skill materials for Cantarella. That was already a given, nothing new here. But what do we have? Here is the battle record. We have some new footage of the fights and it looks really nice in my opinion. The movements are fluid, it looks gorgeous, flashy, and it kind of reminds me of Shorekeeper, the way she floats around the battlefield and strikes. Also, I do think, and I have noticed, that they probably toned it down a little bit, although we don't see the whole moveset here. We have just like these two small previews here. This is the second one, which is also pretty cool with the swords and the heavy hits, but I still think that it's going to be a little bit of an easier fight than Hecate, because that was just gas in my opinion. I really enjoyed it and it was pretty difficult in my opinion, so this looks like it's going to be a little bit toned down and easier to digest than the last weekly boss. Still, nothing wrong with that. I really think that it looks gorgeous, the boss looks great, so that's that. Now, the main thing I want to talk about is, and I think that it's really important that we do talk about it, because in my opinion it's a little bit of a fumble from their side, is the echo set. Here we have it. Summon the Wind Cleaver, that's the main echo. Summon the Wind Cleaver to deal arrow damage. But equipping this echo on the main slot grants arrow damage bonus, but if equipped in the main slot by a rover, arrow, or question marks, which suggests that it's probably going to also, or actually I don't really know what that entails because it's an arrow set and I really don't know what other element it can encompass. Anyway, it grants more arrow damage bonus. And I think that that's not really a great direction from Kuro, because on the one hand, I like that they try to keep Rover in the picture and make him a viable character to play with. That's great, don't get me wrong. But I just don't think that making an echo set, or even like this one main echo specifically targeting one character, is doing anyone any good. Because they can just ramp up the arrow damage bonus globally and that would be fine. Because in that way, more characters, more future arrow characters could use this set and Rover wouldn't have this much of an advantage, in my opinion. Although, if we look at it like if we look at it like objectively, Rover is kind of on the weak side, so maybe he needs it, and the damage bonus is probably going to be like small, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see in the game when it drops tomorrow how it will look like. Anyway, The two-piece set effect also increases arrow damage, cool, we know that, and inflicting arrow erosion on enemies increases arrow damage for all resonators in the team. The resonator triggering this effect gains additional arrow damage increase. So yeah, this set is going to really overbuff the arrow damage, and mainly Rover with that additional bonus. And when we also look at the free 5-star, I really think that that's also going to be tailored for Rover, and in combination with that, it really looks like Rover is going to probably become almost like a meta viable character, which is cool, okay, but as I said, I really don't think that this is the way to go, because like targeting a whole main echo for one character just doesn't seem fair. And I think that they would really do better if they just make one solid echo set for future arrow characters to use, which no, don't get me wrong, it probably is going to be, but I do think that Rover is fine as he is, and this is kind of just strong-arming it and overbuffing it. That's just my opinion on the matter. Anyway, the last thing we have here is the Reminiscence Fleur-de-Lis, which is just the echo skill animation, which in my opinion is, to be honest, really mid. Yeah, I would expect something a little bit more flashy, a little bit more interesting, not just like throwing a Pokeball and boom. Yeah, what can I say about it? Yeah. So that's that. I think we covered about all I want to talk about. Thanks for listening in, you guys, and have a blessed day. Peace.